Hello and welcome to this climactic bonus episode. For nearly 2 years, Climactic has been helping tell the stories of Australia's climate community. For nearly all of that time, we've also offered the Community Corner, a section of the show the community can use as essentially an audio notice board. Send in messages about upcoming events, books, podcasts, share community news. But also, we want to make that space more available for community stories, as well as news. So this is the very first of what we're calling Community Corner Stories, which I guess is a pretty descriptive name. And the first of these stories is one originally recorded for the ABC Radio National's Life in 500 Words project, but it was kindly shared with us as well. If phone recordings are good enough for ABC RN, well then I take that as a sign of approval for what we've been doing since 2018. And it means there is no bar set above your reach, climate community. If you have something on your mind, on your heart, a story to share, please just email it to us at hello@climactic.fm, and we'll work with you to release it. Hey Alice, it's Mark here from Climactic.
Yeah, hey Mark, how's it going?
Hey, I saw you got back from a trip not too long ago, and I know you're a young person here in Melbourne who works at the Wilderness Foundation. Zell Whiting from the School Strike for Climate movement actually introduced us a little while ago, and I've been sort of following along with your work at the Wilderness Foundation and all the stuff you're doing for the Great Forest National Park. So when I saw that you'd just gotten back from a river paddling trip, during this COVID pandemic lockdown, I was really keen to have you share some of your story from the great outdoors, because that seems like a place that's really hard to get to for many of us at the moment, and it's actually even hard to imagine that even while we're stuck in our houses right now, that the outdoors is still there, and that nature is still this beautiful, amazing place. So you wrote up a bit of an article about your trip, and you kindly just recorded it as well, and that's what listeners are about to hear. But before we get into that, could you maybe introduce what we're about to hear? What was this trip all about? How did you get the chance to go on it? And what was it like doing a trip during a pandemic lockdown?
What I wrote is just a collection of thoughts and ideas, memories from, the time I spent away last week. I felt super lucky to be able to take the opportunity of having a uni break and also having some time off work to get out there and, explore the beautiful Goulburn region. Basically, I heard all about Lee's plans and decided that it would be an awesome idea to jump on board, especially in these, strange times. I thought, well, why not get out to nature and soak in whilst I still can. It was super strange coming back after, not really being on my phone for a week and just kind of disengaging with what was going on in the constant newsreel. And when I came back, turning on the radio and listening to some things and just scrolling through Facebook and seeing how much had changed in 8 days. That was pretty mind-blowing. This is moving fast, and I guess time out in nature during the pandemic time is no different in many ways. I guess I was a little bit more appreciative of it. We didn't see many people, only a few folk fishing on the side of the river. Although I will say, when we dropped into some wineries that were close to the river, a lot of them were closed, and I guess it did affect us in a way. So here are some reflections from the river. I wrote this when I was contemplating my paddle trip that I did last week. I was lucky enough to join Lee Redding, who's a good mate of mine, and he started the journey a few weeks ago, and his plan was to travel all the way from his childhood home in Yea, where it backs onto the Yea River, From there, all the way to the ocean in South Australia, through our amazing river systems in Victoria and New South Wales. Yeah, so I joined him for 8 days and it was an incredible time. I was especially grateful to be able to connect to the outdoors even in these trying times. I find it's a great way to seek release. Yeah, so I want to do a shout out to Lee, and although he's had to make the difficult decision to halt his trip for now, it's definitely to be continued. And you can find out all about his adventures thus far at his website, which is natureeuphoria.com.au. Yeah, so I'm just going to read what I wrote, which is also on the website. And yeah, I'm sending my thoughts out to everyone, and I hope you can still see the beautiful trees swaying in the breeze outside your windows, and you take a cheeky walk in the park, and yeah, maybe you get to hear some birds sing, and yeah, just enjoy the little things. Right. So Lee and I first crossed paths in the environmental activist sphere. After spending some time in the ethereal Talangi forest with him and learning more about his epic journey, I was almost instantly inspired to join him. I arrived in Seymour on Monday the 23rd. A grin plastered to my face as I felt bubbles of excitement and anticipation rise. I love escaping to nature whenever I can, and this river paradise seemed like the perfect place to spend my days in these new unsettlements. These 8 days breezed past, like ever-changing winds over the water. Long days floating were filled with intriguing conversation, peaceful silence, and the constant observation of the natural wonder surrounding us. The ever-rattling news and ever-present anxiety about the state of the world seemed to fade away, and my new reality revealed a landscape exploding with bird life, gnarled river gums, and startling reflections of the water, and also from within. The encounters with our unique native animals are too numerous to list. However, a few are now deeply embedded in my memory, and I reckon they will stay with me for the longest of times. A sacred kingfisher darts under a small silver wattle, crouching over the bank in the golden light of early evening. He joins a friend, and together they sing and sway on a branch overhanging the water, as we slowly pass by in silent reverie. A flash of electric blue wings and a burnt amber chest whiz by as they move on, the moment fleeting and therefore all the more enrapturing. At midday, we watch circling kites, whistling kites overhead, leaving dark profiles in the cloudless sky, fan tails and glimpses of their golden feathers captured in the bright sunlight. A giant wedge-tailed eagle swoops into an old twisted river red gum ahead. The branch shudders and bends under the sheer size and immense power of the creature. As we approach, it launches to soar once more, leaving us breathless and also in total awe. Ripples appear suddenly near a reed-devoured stag. Was it a cormorant? Where will it re-emerge? Our eyes scan the water frantically until a snatch of brown glossy fur and an adorable face flicker above the surface once more. The elusive Rachili is here with us. Is enjoying the complex underwater realm of the river that we are now part of. Countless moments go unsaid, countless animals unmentioned, and countless moments of inner bliss go unforgotten in this reflection. Language is limited, and all those who have wondered at the beauty of a dew-filled spiderweb at dawn know how words must fail despite our efforts. Our evenings become a relaxed routine. Honest conversations over campfire cooked curries and hot teas, ranging from the values of our natural world, the yearning for connection, and for a sense of place, a place of belonging. The river was timeless, its transient and diverse state occupying the mind, above all the usual clutter. Sunsets and sunrises painted the skies and the bush in life landscape reds, yellows, greens, and blues. Stars beaming diamond light in the brilliant dance of nightfall, and a cacophony of silver-crested cockatoos singing us to sweet slumber. reminded me of the great infinity of nature, of the unfathomable interconnectedness around us. Although the world now faces a global health crisis, we must remember to continue our fight for nature, because it's the life that supports us. We are just tiny puzzle pieces in an intricate and expansive ecosystem that encompasses all of existence. Time on the river refreshed my gratitude and passion for wild spaces and places. We must all do what we can to ensure the continuance of the abundance that we are blessed to have here in Australia. So I want to thank Lee for being a compassionate and knowledgeable paddling companion, and I wish him luck on the best of his journey. Whatever they may be, I'm sure there'll be many. Yeah, and I look forward to many more yarns to come. And I wish you guys all the best out there. Thanks.
The Climactic Collective.